Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For my video today, I am going to be talking about my favorite skincare and beauty products. And I don't talk very often about beauty on my channel, primarily because I don't consider myself a beauty blogger. I don't really, I'm not a big makeup person. I am very much a minimalist when it comes to makeup, and I also don't have any skills. I'm very average when it comes to applying makeup. However, I do have a lot of favorites that I am so eager to share with you, and I also have a brand new favorite product which has completely changed my opinion of an entire category of beauty. So I'm happy to share that with you, eager to share it with you, and stick around so you can see what that product is. Now, for reference, I am 59 years old and I have all the accompanying skin issues that comes with that age, including enlarged pores, fine line and wrinkles, some sagging as well. My skin is oily and it is quite sensitive. So if you are someone who shares any of those issues, then hopefully some of these products will work for you. So I'm going to get right into my very first product today, which is one of my absolute all-time favorites, and that is my Australian Gold Botanical 50, which is the tinted face sunscreen. I love this stuff. It is finally back in stock. Hallelujah. It's been out of stock for the entire summer. I was not able to get my hands on it in my shade, and it was kind of difficult because I had to cope with other sunscreens that did not work as well for me. So what do I love about this one? Oh, so many things. First of all, the formulation on this sunscreen is fantastic. It goes on so creamy. It is not greasy. It's not sticky. It's not tacky like other sunscreens are. And the shade, for whatever reason, is absolutely perfect for my skin tone. It blends in flawlessly with my skin tone. I love that. And basically, I kind of wear this as my foundation because once I put it on my skin, it is so flawless and provides just enough coverage that I actually don't feel like I need foundation. So for me, this is the perfect option. It does come in a couple other shades as well. I believe there's a medium and a dark, but this is the one that I love, and it was nowhere to be found all summer long. Even the website, the Australia Gold website, didn't have it, and so like I said, I had to suffer with other sunscreens that really didn't do it for me. So I was so happy to see this one back in stock. I got mine on Amazon, and I will definitely link that one down below, as well as any other retailers that actually have it back in stock, because it is hard to get your hands on. But I just love it. It doesn't have a scent. It doesn't irritate my skin. And it goes on so smoothly. It almost feels like a beautiful high-end moisturizer. That's how creamy and lovely the texture is on this sunscreen. It's like unlike anything that I have ever tried before, and I've tried quite a few sunscreens for my face, but I always like to wear sunscreen on my face, and to have the added benefit of having the tint so that I don't have to add another foundation on top of it. I feel that this is like the perfect product. So if you're like me, you have either more oily skin or you just don't like the sunscreens that are out there, absolutely give this one a try. Depending on your complexion, of course, you may have to go for a medium or for a deep. For me, it's absolutely the fair and light, and it's a flawless product. I love it to pieces, and I was so happy when they got it back in stock, because I was worried. I was actually worried. You know, sometimes they discontinue things, and if they discontinue this, I don't know what I would do, because this is the perfect sunscreen for me. The next product is a HD powder, which is like a translucent setting powder, and this one comes from e.l.f. So another fantastic product that is really reasonably priced. I have tried many translucent powders, and I find them to be pretty similar to each other, but this one is only about like $6 or $7. So the last time I bought this one, I think I did not pay more than $7 for it, and I have paid 3 to 4 times that price for other setting powders, and I find that this one is just as good as any of the more high-priced ones. So it comes in this compact. You can see I'm, already down to the pan in this one. And then there's even like a little area down below if you wanted to keep a powder puff or whatever. I actually applied this one with a kabuki brush, so I have a fat, chunky little kabuki brush. And after I put on my sunscreen as my foundation, I put on some eye primer, I put on some concealer, and then I go ahead and rub the kabuki brush in this and just sort of dab it on. I'm not really big on swishing or brushing it around. I just kind of dab it onto my forehead. Definitely get it into the corners of my eyes to set my concealer so that I have a more flawless finish with my concealer. But I really have to say that for the price, this is absolutely as good as any other I have tried. It is translucent, so it doesn't leave a color. Now, it is white to the eye. If you have a darker complexion, you may have to do a little bit more blending. It is possible that it wouldn't work for you, but for me, it doesn't leave a white cast or anything. And for the price, I really can't think of anything better. And I consistently repurchase this one despite all of the other high-end ones that I have had because I like this one so much, and it's so easy to get. You can get it in the grocery store, for heaven's sake. And it, for $6 or $7, you really can't beat it. It stays all day. It sets my makeup, and it doesn't have a scent, which is another thing that I love about it. So if you have been looking for a really good setting powder, absolutely give this one a try, because for the price, it's phenomenal. Nothing else that I have tried has been better than this one. It may have been equivalent, but it's not better. And for the price, I'm going to stick with the e.l.f. The next product that I have for you is a blush. This is from the company Merit. So if you're not familiar with Merit, it is a fantastic makeup company. I have a lot of products from Merit. I have worked with them before, and I have to tell you that I'm really impressed with the company and also with the products themselves. So they use 43% recycled plastic in their packaging. They are all formulated with anti-acne triggering ingredients, which is really impressive considering that there are a lot of things that they put into makeup. And for me, someone like me who has sensitive skin, that is definitely a selling point. And in addition to that, they also have fatty acids, which condition your skin and lock in moisture. So all good things from Merit. Their packaging, like I said, is recycled plastic, really pretty. And this item here is a cheek glow or a blush, whatever you want to call it. And I love this color. I'm going to have to put my glasses on to tell you what the color is. I apologize, I'm getting old. This is Raspberry Beret. I find this to be the perfect color for me. There were a lot of years when I just wore powder blush. I felt because I had oily skin that I had to use powders, but now I'm starting to realize that creams have their place in my makeup drawer, and I'm really, really loving this one. I wear this literally every day. You can see it's kind of worn down already, but it's such a beautiful color. It's a nice sheer berry color. It's a very buildable color. What I will usually do is just dab my finger on it and just tap it onto the apples of my cheeks, or just a little bit higher than the apples of my cheeks, and I find that it gives just enough of a little rosy glow. And if I feel like I want a little bit more color, then I can go ahead and add it on. So it's definitely a buildable color. Kind of looking at myself in the mirror here to make sure that I'm not giving myself a doll face, but it is, again, it's not going to trigger any reactions. It doesn't have a scent. It is a beautiful formula that is very, very blendable and very moisturizing. And for me, this Raspberry Beret is the perfect color. So this is just another one of my absolute favorite products that I wear every single day. And talking about Merit, they have a brand new product, guys. This is a bronzer. So let me tell you about my history with bronzer. Okay, so I have very pale skin with a cool undertone. I have always aspired to have a glow, but anytime I have tried any sort of bronzers they have just made my skin look very muddy and dirty, which is the last thing you want. I've tried powders, mostly powders, I have to say. I haven't not really encountered any bronzers that were creams, and all the powders that I tried, they were either too dark or they just were the wrong tone. So in my efforts to try and get this glow on my skin, all I was left with was either brown streaks or what looked like dirt on my skin. So it was just, I just gave up. I pretty much gave up, and I said, I'm not going to use bronzer. They don't work for me. And then I discovered this one from Beret, and it's like a hallelujah moment because it's fantastic. So they have 5 different shades, and when I was picking my shade, I thought, well, I better go with the lightest shade because I have really, really fair, pale skin, and I don't want that whole dirty look to my skin. So here is the bronzer. It comes in this really cool, like oval shaped tube, and the formula, again, just like the formula for their blush, is really, really creamy. So I did a little bit of watching YouTube videos and checking things out to make sure that I was doing this right. I wanted to make sure that I got the placement of my bronzer in the right spot because I didn't feel like putting it under my cheekbones was a good idea, only because it would hollow out my cheeks and make my whole face look more aged, I guess. So I decided to apply it to my cheekbone. And it's a beautiful color. This one is Quince. This is the lightest color, but it has the most beautiful creamy consistency. And what I did was just apply it to the top of my cheekbone, and it really, really blends in so beautifully. I can't believe what a gorgeous formula this is, and it's such a pretty color. So for me, I got the lightest, and it's not too much. It's just enough to give me that glow and that feeling of having like a little bit of health and vitality, a little bit of color to my skin. I put it on the top of my forehead as well, and I also, best of all, I was able to add it down to my jawline here. So if you put this bronzer on your jawline, supposedly it can reduce the sagging look of your jawline, which, let's face it, is definitely an issue. And just put a little bit on the jawline here. I also have a really long face, so I put a little bit on the bottom of my chin to kind of shorten it up a little bit. And I have to say that, again, the formulation is beautiful. The color is perfect. I feel like it's giving me that little bit of glow that I want without looking overdone or over made up. There's no scent, it's moisturizing, and it is absolutely flawless. So I am a convert now to bronzer, but only to Beret bronzer. I really do like Beret products, and I've got to tell you that this is a home run for me. For me to actually be using bronzer is really, really incredible because I just don't use it. I've never used it. I have a couple pots of it in my makeup drawer that I never bother with because they just look terrible, but this one is perfect. So they have hit a home run with this. So absolutely check it out if you're looking for a new bronzer, if you've never tried it before or you're just curious about it, give it a try. I am telling you, it is a game changer. I cannot even imagine that I've been living without this stuff. I know that sounds very dramatic. I'm not much of a dramatic person, but I really, really, really love this stuff. I love it. So well done, Beret. And I will link this down below because if you gotta try it, there's 5 different colors. There's a shade that's ready for you. And if you're like me, you don't like bronzer, you think it doesn't work for you, give it a try and you will be a convert. My next favorite product is my Tonti doll mascara from Lancome. I have difficulty with mascara. A couple of reasons are that I have short, skimpy, sparse lashes, but I also have deep set eyes, which means that my brow bone, I'll try to turn here, my brow bone is very prominent and covers my eye area, which means that when I put my mascara on, a lot of times it just hits my brow bone or hits my upper lid and just leaves a mess. So the Lancome has been a consistent winner for me. I've tried others. I've tried drugstore. I've tried high-end. I've tried all of the, everything. Dior Show, Better Than Sex. Is that one? Better Than Sex mascara? I think it is. Anyway, this is the one for me. The color is a nice black. The brush has a slight angle to it, which is very helpful. And it's also like a plastic or a rubber brush, which is nice. I feel like that works better than the bristly brushes, for me anyway. And I put it on by blinking a lot. This is a technique that I've discovered. And when you put it on blinking, it tends to go on a little bit thicker. I know I don't have great lashes. I have tried using false lashes in the past, and they just do feel a little bit funny for me. But as far as mascara goes, this is my absolute number one. The thing I like best about it is it doesn't clump, and it also doesn't leave debris on my brow bone, because I have this prominent brow bone. What will happen with other mascaras that are a little bit less expensive, like I like Maybelline, I really do, but it stays wetter longer, and in the process it gets mascara all over my brow bone, which means I have to wipe it off, and it's just, you know, that extra annoying step. But the Tonti doll from Lancome, very, very, very good mascara for someone like me with skimpy, short lashes and deep set eyes. It turned out to be my number one mascara. Okay, and now we're switching gears from makeup, and my very last product is going to be a hair product, and this is like crazy to me because it's a complete shock. I didn't seek this out, and it was all basically accidental. So the other day, maybe a couple days ago, I was noticing that I was having some flakes around my temple area, and it was kind of itchy, and I thought I better get to really scrubbing and washing my scalp. And I got in the shower, and I noticed that my son had actually purchased this shampoo, which is Head & Shoulders Apple Cider Vinegar 2-in-1. And I thought, oh, perfect. Head & Shoulders is great for getting rid of flakes. And so I washed my hair with it, and I am stunned. Stunned. I have naturally curly, extremely frizzy, coarse kind of feeling hair. And when I wash my hair with this, and this is Head & Shoulders, guys, it was so soft and smooth, I couldn't believe it. So I washed it again today, thinking maybe it was a one-off, maybe it was just a fluke. No, it's not a fluke. It left my hair silky and soft and manageable, like it really is very rarely. When I come home from the salon, it's nice and soft and smooth and silky, but when I do my hair at home, you know, it's just, you toss the coin and you get what you get. But I cannot get over how this left my hair so soft and silky. I don't even know what's in it. All I know is that it works. So if you are having any issues with flakiness or itchiness, it gets rid of that. And it left my hair soft, it left it manageable, it left it silky, left it shiny. Like, this is one of the better hair days in my life, and I am absolutely floored by this. And best of all, it's available in the drugstore. You could probably get it in like Dollar General. So give it a try. What have you got to lose, right? I'm flabbergasted by this. I cannot believe that Head & Shoulders is such a great shampoo. I've used it before for dandruff, and you know, the old formulas were not like that. So whatever they have done, kudos to Head & Shoulders. You did a great job. It's not a high-end shampoo. Usually I use like a high-end shampoo, you know, purple shampoo, because of the highlights and everything that are in my hair. I'm telling you, this is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So go and buy some Head & Shoulders Apple Cider Vinegar 2-in-1 shampoo, and you might be amazed at how soft and smooth and shiny your hair is. Incredible. So that is it for my video today, guys. I hope some of these products have inspired you to give them a try. I truly, truly believe wholeheartedly in every one of these products, and I cannot recommend them highly enough. I really feel very strongly about them. So I will leave everything linked down below. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them down below as well. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it, and I will see you in my next video, guys. Take care.